Do you worry about the future and rehearsing your failures in the future, that they are going to happen in the future? Are you freaking out about finances or your date or job interview that is upcoming? Or how will you do on your test or your paper? Or that you're about to board a plane and it will probably crash? Or something bad will happen, so it's better not to even try. If that's you, you are not the only one. Anxiety is the worldwide mental concerns that affects children and grown-ups, but there is a way to overcome it. So today's topic is, why am I anxious and how to overcome anxiety. Hi, I am Ella Badura, a CHPC certified high performance coach, author, spiritual healer, songwriter, bringing you topics on self-development with a twist of spirituality. You're about to learn what is an anxiety, why you have them, and how to help yourself overcome them. And here it is. I need to put that disclaimer. I am not a psychologist, psychiatrist, therapist, neurologist, or anything ending with ist, okay? I am a high-performance coach, spiritual teacher who geeks out on psychology, philosophy, spirituality, and other self-development topics, and I'm here to help you help yourself. So if you think that you need a professional help, please go to a therapist. If I could give the best gift to anyone on earth, there would be sessions with good therapists. I encourage you to get help if you're dealing with any mental or emotional issues. Just like I encourage you to seek other doctors or healers if you have some physical issues. Look for professionals. Back to our topic. What, why, and how to overcome anxiety. And once you follow the steps, you will be calm, centered, trusting yourself and life. And you will get a grip on your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health. You will become a warrior with an A, like in a fighter, and not a warrior with an O, as in worry. And you will become fearless. You will enjoy your life, yourself, and others, and you will have a successful and joyful new life. And today I'm recording it like 6:45 in the morning, and I'm recording on my back porch because I don't want to wake up my daughter who just came to visit me from the college. So here we are. Bust out your journals, okay, to make notes. I know you are not making them yet. It's okay. Those videos are up if you need refreshing. And if you know someone who deals with anxiety, panic attacks, depression, please share this video with them. Let's help the world. I was supposed to make this topic into one video, but as I was preparing my points of what I want to cover today, I think we may need to break it into two parts. We'll see if I have to break it down into two parts. You never know how much my mouth will be going or for how long. So I will keep watch on the time as I record this video, and I will stop it if it gets too long. If not, I'll just power through, okay? So what is anxiety? It is the same as stressful thoughts, nervousness, worrying, constant, incessive mind, or it's freaking me out, man. It is catastrophizing something that didn't even happen, with endless cycles of worry. And I even heard a definition that anxiety is wasting current energy on the undesirable outcome in the future. In psychology, they call it misfiring of our natural protective life-saving response. Oh, okay, we get it, Doc. We are not doing it on purpose though, right? We don't want to waste our energy worrying about bad things happening to us. We would rather not worry about things, but we do. And for sure, we do not want to misfire anything, right? So you see, an anxiety or worry or freaking out comes from fear of being in danger. Our primitive part of brain, gives us this caveman bodyguard who is always on the lookout for predators, for dangers, or for attacks. It has kept us alive, and it alerted us about upcoming danger. And it saved us from poisonous snakes, from, tribes attacking us with spears, or even tigers crouching in the bushes to get ready for an attack. Fear is good, and it saves us when we are in serious physical danger. For example, we are on our devices, right? We are on our cell phones, and we just lost in that world, and we are stepping onto the upcoming traffic. And this Flintstone bodyguard notices fast approaching cars, right? Fast approaching dangers, and does immediate psychological changes to avoid the danger. And we just escaped certain death, or at least hospitalization, by quickly backing off the road. And you have heard that term before, probably like 1 million times. And yes, I am annoying. And yes, I'm going to repeat it for you. It is called fight or flight sensation. Your sympathetic nervous system arouses, right? And sends super fast signal to your entire body to prepare it for a fight or flight in a dangerous situation. So what is happening to us in a fearful situation? So please bear with me when I attempt to become a biologist for a second. Yes, you see, I am an ist after all. So first, your adrenaline is released. Your muscles tense up because you're ready to run or fight, right? And of course, since your muscles tense up, you feel shakiness, you feel trembling, even weakness. And because your whole body tenses, you get headaches, you get neck and shoulder pain. You lock your jaw, you grind your teeth like you're a fighter showing your predator, back off. Your heart, of course, speeds up because it is ready to help you and your fighting muscles to give them extra oxygen and fuel, right? So you can ride or fight at your top capacity. So you are like the Speedy Gonzalez or Bruce Lee, jiu-jitsu. So how does it feel in your body? Well, your heart is pounding. It's working harder. It's about to jump out of the chest. If that happens and there is really no physical enemy attacking you, it may even feel like a heart attack. It's very scary. Then the next thing what happens is the flow of blood in your body changes because only the main trunk muscle need oxygen and energy. Blood vessels are constricted in your hands, in your feet, in your head, skin. So because extremities are not that important, you can live without them. At least that's what our brain thinks. So you basically become a lizard, ready to lose your tail or leg as you run from a predator. But unlike lizards, we cannot grow back our limbs, right? So when blood flows changes, your feet are cold. You feel numbness, you feel tingling, you feel dizzy, you feel lightheaded, and you start having trouble concentrating. And then, of course, you need to focus your eyesight, right? To see the predators, right? So your pupils get dilated. Your vision is amplified. Your vision is expanded to see everything around you. And everything around you is sharper, brighter, more concentrated. Your predator might be coming for you from any direction, right? And your eyes want to help you see them approach. But what it feels like in your body? Well, everything seems too bright or blurry, like this background behind me. Or you may see spots in vision or have a tunnel vision. And that, of course, ties to feeling not present. Feeling like it's not real because you don't understand what's going on. It's kind of scary. And at this point, of course, you do not need your digestive system, right? All the energy must go to the main fighting muscle. muscles. So how does it feel? Well, you may feel queasy, you may feel nauseated. You have something so-called butterflies in your tummy, in your stomach, and you have a lump in your throat because you're dry. Your throat becomes really super dry. And of course, your mind, your emotion, your way of thinking changes too. There is only one important message: threat, danger. You no longer are able to feel happiness, calmness, tranquility. You are on the other spectrum of emotions, beginning with feeling first uneasy, then worrying, and then full-blown anxiety and panic attack. You feel terrified. You are restless. So you see, your entire body shouts, danger, run, fight. Okay, did you enjoy my biology lesson, how anxiety affects your body? Cool, right? But we don't need to look out for snakes or lions unless they are in their natural habitat, aka my backyard. Except for lions, I have coyotes. But if you are a normal person, you don't have any predators waiting behind each corner to devour you, to attack you. But today's life is fearful. And we still have our primitive brains that try to protect us. We worry about surviving financially, to make good impressions on others, to succeed in fast-paced world, to keep what we work hard for, right? To make our life simpler. Our brain does not see a difference in what we perceive dangerous. So there's literally no distinction between physical danger or financial danger, or between what our memory of the past traumatic event is and what is really happening right now at this moment, or between imagined fear and actual fearful situation. For our primitive reactive brain, it is all the same. All of it smells like fears, looks like fear, tastes like fear, but it is not a real danger. It is an anxiety. But our brains do not recognize it as modern life issue. And we are constantly at the highest alert. Our body is constantly prepared to fight or run. It's exhausting. It is killing us, literally. And we are not even alive and thriving. We are merely making through the days, fighting uphill battles every day. And what is worse, in case of anxiety, our primitive mind keeps firing signals to alert us even when we are not in a danger. It's kind of like having a fire sensor installed in your house, but it alerts us of danger, of fire, each time we make a toast, or we pop a popcorn in the microwave, or we cook a dinner and the steam goes up. And each time this happens, we go call 911 and we run around the house screaming fire. This is why anxiety causes a problem. You need to realize that anxiety is a false alarm. It is not a real life or death situation. Our responses to anxiety are to leave, run, avoid, don't come back ever. Or if we have to stay, we need to be on the lookout. Stay alert. Where's the danger? It's here. No, it's there. What is it? Where is it? And when you feel that you are forced against the wall, like for example, when you're fighting verbally with someone and you have to fight, you fight with all your might to save your life. You see how you can freak yourself out? But there is no real danger. It is just a false alarm. The brain learns your reactions at every situation and makes note. It's like, okay, I need to protect us in the future, right? And I need to be clever, and I want to speed this process up and make this process more automatic for us, right? So let's say You had an accident when it was raining at night. And it's 10 years later, and every time it is night or it rains, or sometimes even every time you need to get in the car, you are anxious. You are freaking out because your brain memorized the real danger and sends signals to your body to prepare for the threat. And remember, I just told you that your brain wants to be as efficient as possible and creates the automatic response. So this is how it works. You were in that accident, right? Certain neurons fired together and created a path in your brain. Your brain takes a snapshot of a situation, driving, night, rain, accident, danger, right? And those neurons that fire together are wired together. And you are being reminded each time you drive at night, especially in the rain, to prepare for danger. So each time you worry, each time you freak out, the path in the brain becomes stronger, becomes hardwired. And if you continue to react with fear and do not stop this cycle, very soon you'll be so anxious every single time that you drive a car. So now the question arises, okay, so if there is no immediate physical threat to my life, yet I am triggered and I'm freaking out and my brain responds immediately, preparing my body to survive. So what are those triggers? Well, they are 6. First trigger, it's your genetics. Some of us are born to freak out and take off like a race car, right? Vroom, vroom, 100 miles an hour just in under 3 seconds. And some of us are more like slow-moving ice cream truck on a lazy Sunday afternoon, strolling down the street and our windows, elbows out, windows rolled, right? Not me. I'm a speedy European with a heavy foot. No worries. Even if your genetics are against you, you can still cope with an anxiety and overcome it. Second trigger, chemicals. Especially chemicals in alcohol, marijuana, certain prescription drugs, and some medical conditions. So with a heavier alcohol intake, for example, your anxiety is spiked even 24 to 48 hours after drinking. And same is with smoking pot or actually eating pot brownies. It makes you anxious afterwards. And of course, you can talk to your doctor to prescribe you a different medication if you notice that the one that you are taking is causing you an anxiety. Third factor is external stress. Not many people are immune to modern life stress. There are some, yes, but most of us are not immune. And the more severe stress, the higher chance of anxiety. So our job is to know our triggers to stress and avoid them, eliminate them, or learn how to cope with them. So we avoid being anxious. And yes, I will have a video dealing with stress coming up. Fortunately, we are intelligent creatures and we can overcome stress with practice. Fourth factor, trigger to an anxiety is how you generally talk to yourself. How do you treat yourself? Are you telling yourself, oh, stop it, shut up, you stupid. I'm such a moron. Oh, it will never happen. I'm always losing. These are all cognitive distortion and there are many more. And yes, you guessed right. I will release a video about cognitive distortion and how to deal with them as well. I have written about them in my book. But of course, I will release a video, so be on the lookout for it. So subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button to be noticed when it is released. The fifth trigger, an anxiety trigger, is unhelpful lessons that you might have learned from past experiences, either yours or what you heard or observed in others or even saw on TV. So for example, you are anxious about getting on the plane and maybe you flew and there were turbulences and it made you freak out. Maybe you watched a movie about a plane crash, or maybe you heard about 200 passengers dying in a crash somewhere, in a remote country. And now every time you are about to board that plane, you are worried, uneasy, almost throwing up with anxiety, having a panic attack, whatever it is. Stop yourself here and use your logical part of brain. You're alive, right? So even if you experience turbulences, the plane landed safely, correct? That is what you focus on the positive outcome. Your brain, your primitive brain, forces you to only remember the trauma. We're gonna die! But you go back to that scene again. You did not die. You are here. You landed safely. You are safe. You are fine. Remember that. How many times you flew before that and after that, and nothing has happened. No turbulence has happened. Concentrate on that. Refuse to be sabotaged by your own brain, by this primitive caveman who is trying to save you. Or let me give you another example. You were in middle school and your teacher humiliated you in front of the class when you were presenting something. And now, when you want to present something in front of others, you freak out, you sweat, you want to write and hide. Your throat is dry, your tongue feels swollen, you have butterflies in your tummy, and you are about to have a panic attack. Your brain only wants to remember the bad fraction of a second. But you think to yourself, did you die? No. Are your coworkers mean people? Probably not. Maybe a few jerks, sure. But they're generally supportive of a team member. Are you a kid in middle school? No, you are a grown-up and you have so many success stories supporting how awesome you are, how you had so many great conversations with other people when you were presenting your ideas to them. Remember that instead. Same goes for every other situation that you are freaking out about. It didn't kill you. You are here. Do not allow your caveman, primitive brain to only send you bad data, because I bet you have some amazing data too. You were awesome in so many situations. You rocked. You conquered something. You overcame obstacles. You survived so much crap in your life. You got that, baby. You are bigger than your mind. You are bigger than your brain. And finally, the sixth trigger is fear. Fear, as in false evidence appearing real. It takes three forms: fear of loss, fear of hardship, and fear of unknown. So let's break it down a little bit, right? Those false fears. Fear of loss. Oh gosh, if I don't do well right here, I might lose the job. I might lose my reputation, my credibility. I may lose respect or someone's love or something that I like. And if I try something new and it doesn't go well, I may lose everything, or I may lose something. We catastrophize it, right? Then there is fear of hardship. The real anxiety is, I'm not going to be able to handle this. I'm not enough. I'm not enough as a person. I don't have those skills. I don't have the talents. I don't have capabilities. And if I try it, it's going to be so hard on me. So you tell yourself, it's too hard. I don't want to embarrass myself. So I don't want to try it. And then the third fear is false fear, is fear of unknown. Most people prefer staying in a crappy situation because it is at least something that they know. Anything that is new is making them anxious because they don't know what to expect. They don't know the outcome, the future, the unknown. The future is just way too scary. Okay, now I'm looking at the time and I noticed that I have taken too long to get into the topic. So I'm going to cut this shorter today. I'm going to tell you how to overcome anxiety. I have wonderful tips. So please stay tuned in for the next week. For today, that's all. I'm signing off. I'm signing out. This is Ella. So if you like this episode, please share it with people that you think are going to benefit from this video. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Subscribe if you haven't done already. Check out my website. Everything is in the description. You know what to do. And of course, as always, I'm asking you, please write comments. Please write questions, because it's always helping me to figure out our next videos. For now, that's all. Thank you guys. Bye.